Reacher Season 3 set image reveals first look at Paulie. The first look at Reacher Season 3 is much anticipated villain is revealed. Even before the Reacher Season 2 finale arrived, work was already ongoing for the next chapter of Alan Ritchson's popular Amazon Prime Video series. Based on Lee Child's novels of the same name, Reacher Season 3 will adapt Persuader. That confirmation led to anticipation of the new ensemble's casting, particularly that of Paulie, a new villain who is much bigger than the already massive Reacher. Not long after his casting was announced, the official Reacher Instagram account debuted the first look at Olivier Richters as Paulie. Check out the image below. The photo shows Richters having some fun on the set of Reacher Season 3. He poses in front of Ritchson's trailer, crossing out the headliner's name and replacing it with his. Why Paulie as Reacher Season 3's villain is so exciting. A big part of Reacher's character is his size. This makes it easier to sell his usual nonchalant personality, not to mention his nomadic lifestyle. Couple his massive build with his fighting skills, he can effectively take care of himself without needing to travel with a set group. Throughout its last 2 seasons, Reacher was the biggest player on the show. He towered over everyone he encountered on the screen, including all members of the 110th Special Investigations Unit. That's about to change, however, with Paulie's arrival, offering a new dynamic in Reacher Season 3. Admittedly, casting Paulie was an interesting process. Ritchson is already 6 feet 2 inches, and based on Child's book, his Persuader adversary is so much bigger at 7 feet 2 inches. Luckily, showrunner Nick Santora and his team were able to stay true to the description of Paulie from print. For context, Richters, who is also known as the Dutch Giant, matches the size of Reacher's foe from the novel, who also weighs around 350 pounds. Because of this, Reacher Season 3 will have to be more creative about crafting the two giants' fight scenes. This is great news for the franchise, considering the divisive Reacher Season 2. Despite the excitement over the arrival of the Special Investigators, the sophomore year's adaptation of Bad Luck and Trouble had its issues, which were primarily rooted in its execution. Coming from a largely solo effort for Reacher in Margrave, giving him a solid unit that he could rely on was helpful in taking down New Age, but it limited the Prime Video show's ability to highlight its titular character's best qualities. Hopefully, Paulie is able to meet expectations for Season 3. While Reacher is based on Child's books, the last 2 seasons of the series prove that Santora and his team aren't beholden to them. The Prime Video series is open to deviating from what's in print if it will better serve its storytelling. This has made Reacher more interesting, as the public cannot rely on what happened in the novels to accurately predict what goes down on the small screen. That said, the creatives behind the series have done a great job ensuring that, despite its creative liberties, it stays true to the core of Child's narratives. For Season 3, the premise will likely be the same as Persuader. Set in Maine, Reacher goes undercover to get close to Zachary Beck, whose son is almost kidnapped. There he crosses paths with Paulie, the deranged bodyguard of the mysterious character played by Anthony Michael Hall. While Child's books didn't have recurring characters beyond its main protagonist, the last 2 seasons of Reacher brought back Maria Sten's Frances Neagley, and she will come back for a 3rd time in Season 3. Reacher Season 3 can fix Season 2's biggest mistakes,